Well, as they say, you win some, you lose some, and today was just not the Rays' day. In a 4-game series, you're not always going to sweep them. I know I'd be satisfied if we can win the game tomorrow and take the series. In a 4-game series, taking 3 out of 4 is pretty difficult to do, because typically it's a 2-2 split. But if we take 3 out of 4, I think that'll be pretty impressive if we can pull that off tomorrow. You can't expect the Rays, you can't expect really any team to pull off a 4-game sweep. It doesn't come easy. So let's get into the statistics. Starting pitcher today for the Tampa Bay Rays was Charlie Morton, and against Toronto, he took the L. He didn't look very good against Toronto, but Charlie Morton played 3 games against Toronto in the 2019 season, and he lost all 3 of them. So, you know, shrug it off. Maybe it's just he can't beat Toronto. Maybe that's just a thing with him. You know, he looked better today. He looked better today than he did against the Blue Jays in the first game of the season. And quite frankly, I think that he's just getting warmed up, you know what I mean? Morton played 5 innings, allowed 6 hits, only 2 runs, 7 strikeouts. Not a bad outing. It really wasn't a bad outing for Charlie Morton. And the Rays were in the lead when they took him off the mound. So, not a bad game for Charlie Morton. Again, better than his start against the Blue Jays to start the season. The Atlanta Braves out-hit the Tampa Bay Rays 12-6 today. Both teams had 2 errors. We'll get into that. Final score here is 7-4. Let's go over the plays, all right? Bottom of the 3rd inning, Freddie Freeman, who has been very quiet so far in this series. Can't keep a guy like that shut down forever, especially in a 4-game series. Freddie Freeman, he hits a home run, and it's a 2-run homer. It's 2-0 Atlanta in the bottom of the 3rd inning. In the top of the 5th inning, Willy Adames scores on a wild pitch on a throwing error by Braves catcher Travis d'Arnaud. Travis d'Arnaud was my absolute favorite Rays player last season, and I miss him so much. d'Arnaud, please come back to Tampa Bay, dude. Seriously, please. I got so sad watching him come up to the plate today for the Braves, because like, come back. I miss you. d'Arnaud made the Rays season so fun last year, and it sucks going against him. I'll just say that much. But even when he's not on the Rays, he's still helping out the Rays. He has a throwing error, and Willy Adames scores from it. So it's 2-1 Atlanta. Top of the 6th inning, Kevin Kiermaier singles. Joey Wendell scores. It's a tied game at 2 apiece. Hunter Renfroe then comes up and he singles. Diaz and Kiermaier scores. So we double the Braves' lead. It's 4-2 Rays. But it is the top of the 6th. Game's not over. Because in the bottom of the 6th, Travis d'Arnaud comes up and he doubles. Dansby Swanson then hits a ground rule double, so d'Arnaud scores from that. Austin Riley grounds out, first out of the game. Inciarte walks. Ronald Acuna strikes out. Ozzie Albies singles on a ground ball to Willy Adames. Willy Adames, this was a high chopper. It was going to be a tough play anyway, but when Adames got to the ball, he bobbled it, and Swanson scores, and it's tied up. It's 4-4. Next play, Freddie Freeman singles on a line drive to Kevin Kiermaier. Inciarte scores, but about 2 seconds after Inciarte scores, Albies went for 3. He went for 3 and he slid, challenging Kevin Kiermaier's strong arm, and Kiermaier threw him out. Which I forgot to mention, the Rays had an incredible relay before this. This was the 2nd play of the game for the Rays where they threw somebody out off a base hit. I don't know, I think it was in the 2nd inning maybe? Right, so Freddie Freeman doubles on a line drive to Kevin Kiermaier. Kevin Kiermaier throws to Brandon Lau, who relays it straight to Zunino for a strike, an absolute strike. And they get Ronald Acuna out at home. So that was an incredible play. I forgot to mention that completely. But yeah, look, there was that, man. Back to the bottom of the 6th. 5-4 Atlanta. Atlanta takes the lead. It's still a close game. Bottom of the 7th inning. An inning later, Travis d'Arnaud sacrifice flies, gets home Ozuna. Then Dansby Swanson reaches on a throwing error by Willy Adames. That's right. Willy Adames with another error. So, not the best game for Willy Adames, that's for sure. And you could tell just watching him that he was frustrated with himself. But you know what? Everybody has a bad game. Just shake it off, Willy. Come back tomorrow and do your thing, baby. Do your thing. So yeah, that's the final score, man. 7-4 Atlanta takes this one. Rays take the L on their first road game of the season. Tomorrow, we finish out this 4-game series versus the Atlanta Braves again in Atlanta. Yeah. 7 o'clock. is when the Rays finish out this 4-game stretch versus the Atlanta Braves, and then we go to Oriole Park and play a 3-game stretch versus the Baltimore Orioles. So I would like to think that there's a possibility for a sweep against the Orioles there. I mean, they just beat the Red Sox in the series 2-1, but I'm not really worried about that, you know what I mean? I still don't think of the Orioles as the greatest team, so it'd be nice to see the Rays get a sweep, or at least a series win in there. But look, this is how I look at it with the regular season each and every year, you know. It doesn't matter. Wins, losses, I don't care about that factor. What I care about is winning the series. You always just want to focus on taking the series wins. Because if you can take 2 out of 3 in every single series of a season, you will be a playoff team. There's no doubt about that. So you don't want to focus on, okay, I want to win today, right? You want to focus on, all right, I want to win 2 out of 3 against this team that we're playing. So that's just the way I've always looked at it. Which is why I'm not too frustrated with this loss today, because we've already taken 2. The series is 2-1 Rays. If we can win tomorrow, then we take the series 3-1 to Atlanta. And I would be completely satisfied with that. You know what I'm saying? The bullpen did not look good for the Rays today, especially Alvarado. Kittredge would come in, give up 2 hits, 2 runs, 0 strikeouts. So, I mean, he did not have a good game. Oliver Drake comes in, he gives up 1 hit, 1 run, gets a strikeout. Alvarado comes up, 0 strikeouts, 2 hits, 2 runs. And then Aaron Loop closed out the game. Only 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 0 hits, 0 runs. So Loop was the best bullpen guy in this game for the Rays today. Alvarado, Drake, and Kittredge did not have a good game. And you hope that it's temporary. You hope that, you know, it's just one game. It happens to everybody. Everybody has an off game, whatever. But this is the thing, is because this time last year, Alvarado was doing this every single game he played, and it was so frustrating. He finally figured it out come September and October, right? But if he's going to start doing this all over again, that's going to be trouble for the Rays. Can't have Alvarado be screwing up these games, you know what I'm saying? And Brian Anderson on the Fox Sports Sun broadcast said it pretty good today. Alvarado's biggest enemy is himself. If he's not locked in, he starts to give up some hits, and it goes downhill from there. He's got to have faith in himself, you know what I'm saying? Yarbrough is starting pitcher tomorrow for the Tampa Bay Rays, so I guess I'll see you then. That being said, this is your boy Chiefs Rays Bolts, your favorite Tampa Bay Rays YouTuber on all of YouTube. I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.